welcome back to our third segment of Sports Central. Hank Long along with Neil Duncan, and great show so far, and we got some more great guests coming
we take
up.
a lot of abuse when we're off camera, but we maintain. This segment brought to you by the Parkview Hotel, formerly the Best Western Parkview Hotel, of course right across the street there from Legoland, Florida, Florida's newest theme park.
Great attraction.
Absolutely.
And we've got great ticket prices at Outpost 27 if you want to go, so stop by and see us.
That's a shameless self-plug.
Well, I had to get it in there so the folks know. But hey, soccer has been huge at the Olympics this year, and the women nailing down another goal. What an exciting match for them. And we have some special guests from Weber International University, Jamie Hagee, the women's head soccer coach, and Kelsey Cody, junior midfielder playing for the team as well at Weber International, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So it's been a little fun for you watching all this Olympic competition going on.
What was the most surprising thing about the Olympics? Because it was a little bit closer than people thought, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I thought that, personally, Japan was dominating a lot of the game, but we capitalized on all the opportunities that we had. So.
Right. Like any good team's going to do.
Of course,
that's a good answer from your player, right? Yeah. You want to hear that as a coach.
She's trained well.
There you go. There you go. Going to be a junior, been in the program.
Yep.
What are some of the things that you guys are going to be able to do this year? Of course, only losing 4 seniors from last year's team. Had a pretty good year. What are the expectations this year?
This year we have pretty high expectations. I brought in 8 junior college kids, 2 freshmen. We've really been able to build because the 4 girls that we lost were our first recruiting class, so we're actually going to be able to build on top of the talent that we already have. So it's going to be a good year for us.
And the school seems to be doing a lot of fantastic things and providing the athletic department and the resources. How have you seen that change here in the last few years?
It's changed a lot. I went to school there back in 02 to 06, and it's changed a lot. I mean, our athletic department right now is it's the funnest atmosphere I've worked with, and strength and conditioning has really taken off. Our football program's really doing well, so it should be a pretty good year in our athletic department. So.
Well, I think in soccer, the strength and conditioning is really important. I mean, when you watch the game, it's the one sport where these players are out on the field the whole time running up and down, and that's probably one of the biggest things you've got to work on is that conditioning, so that you're not starting off in the first few minutes really running and you got the guns, and then as you get playing you start to slow down more and more, because you've got to be able to go pretty much full speed throughout the whole game.
Yep, it's the endurance it definitely helps with. Our program has really bought into the strength and conditioning. We're in Babson Park, and we had about 15 girls there over summer still training in our gym, and obviously I wasn't there with them, but they were all coming in when they could, not working, and they've really bought into our strength program. I think Kelsey will agree. So
it's huge really with good. Preventing injuries too, because girls soccer is more prone to knee injuries and everything, and getting stronger in the gym, it helps a lot with that, because we've had a lot of knee injuries, so we're hoping to prevent those.
Well, even though the water polo in the Olympics, I've learned more about that than I think a lot of us have, and that's with the underwater camera. It's pretty violent. But also watching the soccer, it's a contact sport.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, and what are some of the exercises you do to combat those potential injuries.
We do a lot of, it's more lower body than it is upper body, because you have to be able to stay stable from the waist down to be able to shield off the players and everything, but we do our fair share of upper body as well. And we do a lot of squats, and we'll do beach training to be able to stop and go quicker, and because you don't want to overcommit and then end up twisting a certain way.
What's the average minutes that one of your players is on the field during a game? I mean, I know some are going to be on the field more than others, but tell us, because it's basically running around all the time.
There's some rules with that too, isn't there, about when you take a player off the field that...
Yeah, first half if you start, if you come off, you cannot go back in. So you can cross the line once within that game. So if you're in as a starter, you're expected to at least, last as long as you can, about 25 minutes. So if you're starting, I'm wanting you in for a long time. If you're not performing, we try another person and you're done for the half. So second half you're allowed to come in and go back in, or come out and go back in.
So it's unlimited substitution if you
only
want.
2. You can cross the line twice.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you'll get a second chance, get a little breather, and it's kind of good for second half. But first half, you gotta be like, if you're done, you're out. So it's
Does that include an injury as well? So if you come off for an injury, you're done for the half?
If you come off and then you sub a player in for them, they're done. If you take a player off because, say, they have a bloody nose or something, and you don't put a player in for them, then you can stick them back in.
Gotcha.
So.
Now let's talk about the strategy of the game, because I've never really played soccer, but you're like a lot of us, as you're getting to watch more and more soccer and realizing what a popular sport it is, and how many kids are playing these days, and how popular it is with the young kids. I know more young kids that are out playing soccer, which is great, but to get to really understand the game, like when you're playing, you watch and you see everybody running down the field and kicking and trying to juke the guy and get set up. Can you actually set up a play? Are there actually standard plays that you try to set up, or is it kind of hard to do that?
You can try. You can do set plays. Say if you have a free kick, you can do a set play on that, or a corner kick, or a goal kick. But relatively, it's not set. Everything
organized
is
chaos.
Yeah,
Is that?
It is. I mean, you have your set positions and you go relatively where you should be, but other than that,
you just got to play with the way the motion's going.
Yeah,
you just have to be able to go with the flow where the ball's going, and
it's more of like a team tactic. Like you develop goals for your team during the half, and we're a possession team, so we try to hold on to the ball for a while, because the more possession you have, like you guys may have seen in the Olympics, the more tired the other team is getting, and then you get the opportunity to score, and you try to do that, go forward when you can.
Yeah,
so
you seem to exert more energy on defense than you do on offense, because you don't know what the other person is going to do. Hank alluded to it a little bit, and we've talked about this before. Of course, we were instrumental in recruiting the Florida Youth Soccer Association to Lake Myrtle, and basically making Polk County the epicenter of youth soccer in the state of Florida. But we've known for a long time, and you guys being in the sport, that everywhere else in the world cared about soccer except for the U.S., and that has changed in the last few years, maybe even the last decade. What are you guys doing as a university or as a team to embrace youth soccer locally, or to help keep that awareness or help that excitement keep going? What are you guys doing as a team?
We currently help a couple of the Winter Haven Kicks team. Steve Warner, who coaches a U15 competitive team over there. We've actually been with them since they were U12s, and we'll have them over and have them do practice, or a bunch of us will go over and help them at practice. My assistant was doing sessions with them every practice last fall. So it's been good. We've been doing that a lot. Also, I'm trying to work with a couple other club teams, maybe getting them to come and be ball girls for our game days and stuff, so we can have the community a little more and get our awareness
engaged
out
to what you guys are doing. Yeah,
exactly. We worked with Florida Youth Soccer as well. Our girls have done field marshaling out there at the fields for them for State Cup and stuff, so we're doing stuff like that to get our name out there and help, the excitement get behind soccer.
So let's talk about your year coming up. I mean, your season's just going to get going here pretty soon, and who's your first opponent of the year?
Barry University.
Yeah.
They're D2.
Yep, they're Division II. It'll be an exhibition game down August 24th.
Now that's there, but your home opener is the 29th against
St.
Leo. Or excuse me, the third.
Yep.
The third. Okay. And talk about a mission. What can they expect if they make the drive down there, or they're in the area? What can they expect when they come out to a Weber soccer game?
Our home opener against St. Leo is going to be a great game. Jed, their coach, he actually attended Weber, so it's always a pretty good
grudge match.
Grudge match. And our team being NAI, we always like the match against the Division II schools, and it gives us something to really work for and accomplish. So it's been close the past couple years, and Our team this year, we have a lot of excitement. If you enjoy the game of soccer, it's going to be a great team to watch this year.
Any bold predictions? I know coaches don't like to do that.
That's why you asked that
That's
question.
why I asked.
You know,
Predictions,
That's my job.
goals, yes. We're trying to hopefully get to the
champs.
conference finals this year. That's a realistic, great goal for us to have, and I really feel like everybody's on board.
Maybe we can have Kelsey, put Hank in the goal and have Kelsey take him on there.
Yeah, that sounds like fun to me.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, she's
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm ready.
I think we might have to do that. We might have to do that.
Do an indoor session.
Yeah, I'd like that. You know?
Of course, we might
Probably
might have to sign a waiver for you.
She probably won't try to score. She'll try to just pick me off every time.
No.
Well, watch me. I get him right there, and I get him. Watch me go. I'm going to beam this one off his head. Watch this one. This will be
Well, thank
fun.
you for stopping by. We certainly appreciate it, and good luck with the upcoming season.
Thank you so
And
much.
is there a website that they can go to, or how they can get more information about the season or the schedule?
Yes, our current schedule is at weberathletics.com, and you can go on there and get like the football schedule or anything. So.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
thanks for stopping by.
Hey, thanks for joining us, and good luck, and
Thanks for having
go
us.
get him. I hope you get a good kick out of this season.
Wow.
Hey, I'm moving right along.